Yeah, I hope guys you're good. Here's the Anele Mpanza. We're gonna have some little chat. We're gonna talk about the things we go through in varsity, the things we don't talk about, ezenzeka behind the curtain, umuntu osekhaya, umuntu or onoma ikuphi, but ongazi ukuthi kwenzakalani in varsity. There are so many things that happen in varsity. Kunzima kakhulu, like it's not just apply uthathe ufunde you graduate. There are so many things that happen, but ngizovumela usisi wami naye ukuthi azi-introduce them. My name is Jabulo Mthembu. This is VARSITY thetha. Yeah.
Hello everyone, Anele Mpanza. I'll start by introducing myself as just a student educated in who is doing the last year, which is my third year in varsity. I was a learner actually at Menzi High School. Probably you all know what Menzi is about. So yeah, that is the school that made me to be where I am today. Coming from just township family, we're a huge family at home. So most of us was just children, just staying with my grandmother and my granddad. So we just what we're going to talk about today is about the things that we go through as students, but we don't really talk about, right? Yeah. So, what could be the things that we go through, but we literally can't even tell our parents. We go through things that we can't even tell our friends at home. Just stick to the plan that you need to focus at school. That's the only thing that we're just told. Just focus on school, nothing else. But there are distractions along the way, as we all know. There are distractions, there are disruptions. That's yeah.
Okay. The thing that I want us to focus on is that ngikubona konke, yabo? If okay, you apply or whatever, yathathwa. Kube right, you do your first year or whatever, second year. Is there anything like kuwe ungathi, hey, this is what put me under pressure, ukuthi I need to focus, or I need to make it, whatever that's put you under pressure. Bengabazali, or it's the community kuyo, or qala like ukuthi uzuzibona like I need to be in varsity, because there are people who like abangenandaba ukuthi varsity whatever, but asifani singabantu khona abanye abantu like who feel under pressure ukuthi I need to be in varsity. Umuntu mayesebile in varsity I feel under pressure ukuthi like I need to focus, I need to graduate, whatever. Do you feel under pressure?
Yes, a lot. Okay, from the community that I'm coming from, or I'm in. Actually, I'm coming from Mlazi. Okay. Yes, I'm coming from Mlazi, Ekasi. So you know the mentality. Some people they're just dropping out from high school. So I'm the only girl from around, like closely around, who just went to varsity. And my brother, just the two of us, and the others are from, the near neighborhood. So we just, that small group, and I think people just like, okay, we'll see, that's what they usually do. And it's not like if they didn't finish, but that's why we push through. By the way, I'm doing my BA in tourism, culture and heritage tourism. So my brother is in HOD and doing his last year as well. who will be properly on their practicals, whatever. So he's doing this 4A and will be doing like teaching history, technology, and isiZulu. So exactly that. So we just lean on each other when we have tough times, especially in exams. Exams. Those are the tough ones, guys. We go through a lot, especially when it comes to our exams. So getting a pleasure, especially in the Nigerian clan of Gokunomkul. But go to varsity, do what you do best, pass it, make us proud. Amagama esi kuliswe ngawo. It's art nje, simple. Like haya we are born isimo sinjani. So make us proud, make us better. Sisuse kule ndawo. Abasafuna ukuhlala lokishini actually. They want to be away. Yabazi nabantu abadala how they are. They want, yeah. So that's the life that we are just. So we plan, but God decides. So as we are planning and studying, we are just hoping to achieve much more and better. So, Joanne Yeshutu, we are two ekhaya sondayo. Abanye they just dropped out. Omunye yawa uqeda matric but sehlele ekhaya akusaqhubekeki. Omunye ugcina grade 11. So that's it. And we found our friends in varsity. Actually, I have one friend in Zolela. So she's just a sweetheart. Saying we've been through a lot together and we lean on each other if we need things, you know. But there is a question, Eti, for how long are we going to because we go through a lot, especially like if on my first day, actually, transport. It transports you have to pay. So what I was actually doing, now it's only allowance, right? And by the way, I told allowance on April, local shooting is semester actually I see your pay. So imagine thola imali yakhe kosh impesheni yagogo nomkhulu ngihambe ngize ngibuye, and most of the time, we were late for class. The transport that I was using is stimul. I had to take train from Emlazi, sing Priya, I had to take taxi as on Gisa, a gate in schooling. So imagine the hardship that we go through. Imagine Uzangena a class in XN at 7:45 and you're just not there. You are not there, you just come into a class, the lecturer is leaving. Imagine. So those are the things that we go through. They are hard, you guys. I'm not saying guys ningis. They are good and bad of varsity. So we have to and adapt to change because adapt to stabilize. Because yeah. So missing funny rezi. Actually, I can't read when I was doing my grade 12 they're like, window mazan. You can't do that. I was how much and they're just dramatic, they're too old school. So I had to beg and beg and beg. And I begged on my second year, and then they agreed and I got the rest. I felt a corner and I adapt to change, I adapt with their students, other people that I interacted with people. I know people now. I suffered a girl. But my problem came as share a room, we were 3. It's about 3 room, the other room, funny 2. They are drinking bonky food. I was the only one on a pool. So imagine the pressure. You're going to I have to study funneling bad on Monday. Just imagine. Bavule stop. ngoba silala sonke erumini, you can't just lock the door. Yes, you have to wait for them. So exactly that. But ke ngize ngaphinde ngayeka-ke ngiyekile ukuhlala erezi, sengiphindile ngihlala ekhaya. Hopefully ukuthi izinto right, actually we passed, you guys, siphasile this semester. Hopefully next semester kuzobe kusaright.
Okay. Actually, sukhamba she's a day eningi yabo. Yabo le situation iphuza, bruh. It's as there was a time I was visiting a friend of mine. Actually, a friend of mine, it was a partner too. You know, everyone is doing into yakhe. So ngavasha meaning like I'm need to so I'm like I'm still at my first year. I'm still new to this resting. I'm trying to rest. I'm commute. So if I'm like you and the much that like they were smoking, it's not like good I'm new little bit. Much they were smoking a passage like new on steps, smoking ganja, whatever. I'm like, yo, shoot a pillar, it's a couple of steps. I would see how much it award, like, couldn't like, but and I want to die, but I would double lose leg, I will put the boy by Pemela, they living their best life. I'm not judging anyone, but I'm like questioning myself. I was like questioning myself, analysis continuity. If in varsity, how far can he or she goes? I'm making sense. Like, okay, fine, you're living your best life, whatever, but limitations are very important because you find now, like, girls are being raped, girls are being sexually assaulted in so many ways, are being abused. She was drunk with guys. Guys, whatever. But in some days, they are raped by same people. So, if limitations are there, sometimes this isn't just a. So my question, go Anele, is that do you see a real problem on living the best life in varsity, or it's cool to live a best life in varsity? Do whatever, whatever. Do your. Is it really a problem, or it's just cooler or whatever?
I answer you with which one is good or which one is bad. But you also say varsity. You are over 18, right?
Yes.
So you know what is right and wrong. Yes. So if you think Upema, Upuza, Ujolo, whatever you're doing, it's correct on your books, then do it. Do what makes you happy. The only important thing in life is to be happy. So if that makes you happy, but don't forget why you were there. That is very important. In the end, it's because you're confused why are we there in the first place. So ngesikhathi abantu abaningi they're like, okay, umuntu omthanda uthusuka kude mhlawumbe enquthu kephi lowo muntu udinga transporteke impela, right? But mesefike lana usefika usebona bonke ubukhazikhazi bethu iTheku is so attractive. Little boxes babida kule beach. So uyabona ukuthi yo thina phela vele ibishi ngoba vele hlala eduze siyagibela sifike beach. But imagine to umuntu oyanganye ngoDecember eBhishi. Sehleze bona eBhishi. So kuyahluka. It's depending on how do you view izinto. Yeah. So mina the way engikhulise ngakhona as uAnele ngingatshela ukuthi kunomehluko phakathi kaAnele nenye intombazane masiyibona emgaqweni. And I'm very proud ukusho ukuthi uMakhumalo, which is my grandmother, and my whole family bangisizile ukuthi ngibe nentombazane engiyiyona. Because ukube mhlambe they were not there, kabangizazi mhlambe ngabe ngisemgaqweni, I don't know. So kuya ngama-disciplines nezimfundiso ozinikekini, and ngisho abethu ufundisiwe into ekhaya kuba kuwena ukuthi uyathatha ngisebenzisa. So whatever mina engiyifundisiwe ekhaya ngiyithathile ayisebenzisa, as much as babenginqabela ukuthi ngiyeres, ngifikile nami ngafuna ukuyibonela ukuthi yini anti labanqabayo. Yeah, mina nguDomas. Ngikholwa ukubona mina ukuthi exactly yini labanqabayo, but ngiyabona ukuthi lesi sikhashana engihlalile I'm good. Yes, ngingatholile abantu engingacommunicate nabo, interact, because it's important to know people directly, but izibe nomthelelo omubi. Ngoba uyabona nje uyajwayela ukuhlala nabantu abaphuzayo. Ngisho kuthiwa waphuza yabo manje sungafika uhlale nabantu abaphuzayo ungabi indaba zalutho. Yabo. So even if areas mina ngangihlupheka, I'm not saying ngibe ngi-clean freak. I'm not a clean freak. But if ngcolile sengibona ukuthi manje sengikhathele indlela engcole ngayo, I clean up. Areas they were just benza ama-touch up if they can, but into like. So ekitchen we are angithi siyasebenzisa sonke ekitchen. Yes. So we are 5. Ngalena la kwakuhlala khona about 2 kwasekuhlala oyedwa. Waje kwahamba futhi ngisho sesele about 3 in the room. So ekitchen bapheka, umuntu ashiye izitsha akade isebenzisa, izitsha akade edla ngazo ashiye kanjalo. So uAnele ke one thing engiyibonile ukuthi ngiyithathe kuma ukuthi ngiyakuthanda ukupheka. So angengicine ngipheke ekitchen engcolile. That's the first thing. So I had to wash all those dishes. Ngicine ngishanele ngimophe if I have to. Ngoba mathazi bakusheshe bombe. So bese ngiyaqala ngiyapheka. So lento engisho ukuthi ngiyithathe ekhaya, bo into engiyifundise ekhaya sengiyithathe ngiyayisebenzisa in the environment laba abantu bengingabazi babazele khona leya. So they were just like khona elinye ilanga sometime last day sizophela inyanga, I think it was December, begodukile bo 3, actually besesiba 4. So bahambile bonke. The umuntu owafika kokuqala wathi hayi bengithi siyathutha. I was like, why? Uthi indlela ukuclean ngayo phela thina siyahliphiza la sengcolisa. So uthi uzowathi nje ngikhohle ukushuthela, usho kulandelayo ukuthi ngikhohle ukushuthela into kuyona. I had to clean the entire place, ekitchen, la ungenela khona in our room. That's it. So kuba kuwena ukuthi what do you take? Yeah, you take a stand to do what is right for you.
Okay. It sounds like a real task, because you can't live with a person who sees nothing wrong and doing it wrong. It's really hard, because omunye will just do whatever, be loud, play music, whatever. As is when you to happy. But if when you are affected and you are born, but just you have to just live with it, because that's all. But it can affect you. How was your first day? Because the thing, like my first year, so we kind, I'm from Mtuba, so far.
Yeah.
So we kind from Mtuba, I'm not coming from a affording family, which is by Zamene. So, ngaba nalokho enganginakho, like, ngahamba. Mind you, ngisazo register. So, angikwazi ukuthi ngathi ngizo-register bese ngibuyele emumva njenganto izinto because ngizoshowa imali. So I have to come nezinto, ingubo yokulala, impahla, everything. Yimi lo yangifika eHoward KZN. Ngifika nalabo mfethu abama lapha egate. Siza hey wara yabo. Angene like I was waiting for omunye umngane wami ukuthi uzongisikhwathisa rest yakhe. So mangifika lapha I'm like you. I made a wrong decision ukuthi ngize nezinto because I feel like kugcwele la kugcwele la sekungithwala manje ngihle khona umjito engimlindile akafiki because wazofika around 3 like ngifike early because I took the first taxi to should ngafika la around 8 ngahlala wazoshawa 3 and I was like yo I look at my situation I'm like but it's fine because I'm here you can think I am and mangithi ngibheka la around yo there are so many people or students like me, but the thing is, they are worse than me, or but the situation is worse. Because it's all in down. It's all in down. And the thing is, also in my fear, man, I just stand on Latin figure back strike.
Oh.
So back strike, segment mind like to rearrange his cards more like to rearrange his into like some other day. And the day of when it's not confirmed to because it's strike like it was an ongoing thing on his card. I was like you. I was scrubbing his cards. In that is like we straight hard.
Yeah.
SU.
I know.
And I'm like ziningi abanye babesizwa ngama what you call temporary rice. I was like, because I'm angry food I rice because you're trying to make hard like I'm so positive serious for the pillar long period. And I'm like, you know what? Relax. And they goes with tolerance. Relax. With tolerance, no like my temporary. And ukulala kwa temporary kumnandi because ngisuka kule rest namhlanje niyolalisa kwenye kusasa niyolalisa kwenye phuma kusasa ngilala kwi-resort. So you have to come up with all your things ufike nazo kuleyo rest nilalise kuyo mase niya kwenye ukwenze njalo kanjalo mhlasimbe ngaze kuqede like 2 weeks and I'm so this is a real task. I'm like I had to find a commune. So the commune ngifake ekhaya daily deposit. So umnandi ngazi ukuthi ngento ama commune daily deposit ngazi ukuthi rent like kusibaza into fast yabo to make it fast daily deposit. How much is the deposit? 2,000. I was like yo. Like man ngithi ngiyabuka imali engifike nayo la it's not even half yale mali engidingakalayo. So that shows with how situation was bad at the time. Like but in the car kanje manje 200 usayithatha kuleyo mali no but bezame ke bagcine beyitholile and I paid kahlanu yeah into ebuhlungu ke njengamanje ngihleli anginagrocer I have nothing anginampahla I just come with those few things enganginazo and I'm like yo ngizophila kanjani la kanje because kumnandi basekhaya manisekhaya kube broke ekhaya ni broke nonke akubonakali ngisho imali ngizingane but if you alone la ukhona kuba nzima like for it because ula realize khona ukuthi hey yeah ngiphumile high school manje this is a real life because sahlala imali yethu sasayithola ngabo March usiyophela. Yeah, ngabo March April lapho. Yeah, because umfana engihlala naye like sasiphila ngokuthi siyothenga lesithuku brown namaqanda ne-fusions for ukuthi silale dlile and asidla kakhulu sithi bamba lokho nalokho but angikho kulokho ngisekutheni like being a first year it's a most thing like kubuhlungu kuba i-first year because ufika naleyo hypeness yokuthi kumnandi base-varsity, but ama-challenges obhekana nawo awamnandi, yabo awamnandi. But-ke abantu abafani kuya nomndeni kwesinye isikhathi, because if you're coming from a supportive and affording family kuba mnandi, but if you're coming from a struggling family ngisho bengapha supportive but kuba nzima like for real. But how was your first day, Anele?
My first day KZN Howard College. First of all, ngafika ngathola ama-results ami esikoleni. Ngafika-ke bejabula babona like phase kahle kanje. So the following day kwakufanele ngihambe-ke phela ngiyobheka indawo, right? Isikhala esikoleni. Okay, ngiyathathwa-ke la, and ama-choices ami mostly ayela eHoward. And then ngangifika sagibela isitimela, safika nje kahle. Sagibela isitimela, masifika kuthiwa consult le phezulu eHoward. Cabanga suka ngoba sitshela ukuthi siseduze sigibela isitimela sehla ekhongela. Sehla kanti sina sithi iHoward kanti i-college i-coastal. So I was like, "Pani ngami indlela engaka."
I'm sure you cried.
Akuthi angikhale. So nomuntu engihamba naye nenhliziyo encane. Ngahamba-ke sahamba, shiswa ilanga, yakazi nayo ilanga on January. Sihamba ngenyawo phela manje ayisekho indawo yokuba iteksi. Ayisekho. Sahamba, saduka, sahamba. Sagcina sifikile, sabona ngamagesi sekubhaliwe-ke Howard KZN, that's okay. Sesiyafika-ke. Masifika sifika ne-rest leda ezansi. Ayisiphiwe Zuma the following one. Yes, I think it's how. Safika lapho. Masithi asazi phela ukuthi ngingena ngiyenza. So masibuka kwaqhamuka cleaner, unfortunately. Asabuza bathi singene ngala. Sangena ngaka drama.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Ngicabanga sizofika sizofika eShepstone. Sahamba masifika eShepstone ulayini uphuma eShepstone usuke uye-TB Davis uya le MTB. Awubakulayini. Mangimamba the progress was slow. Kusebenza abantu abawu-4.
Sure.
Mangifika kwathiwa ngenza i-change of mind ngoba wayesekhathele naye kwasekuntambama ngenza i-change of mind. Ngithi mina change of mind yani, so ngiyenze-ke ngikhokhe imali for i-change of mind. Then after that-ke hayi kanti ma kusazotshela ukuthi angiyolontuza sengithathiwe this lontuza. Yes. Ngahamba eyokuqala yangishweba, but the second one le ngifunda manje ngayithola. Ngafika kwathiwa abanom-SMS ashoyo.
Wawuyifuna vele or
ngangiyifuna, at least ngangingazi ukuthi it's something that I can relate to. Actually, indlela engangiyithanda ngayo history at school, I was a tutor at school of history and mathematical literacy, so they will know I must go teach about it. Like I was there, 8 students actually. So safika-ke ngenhlanhla ngaphela zosesami ingalo sokuyena wayesofanele uyele emsebenzini mamncane. So ngahamba ba-right kwathiwa zoba seku-right. Manje into esengibambile it's funding. Funding. Ubhuti wami-ke nokwakhe seku-smooth, kuyaseyila nje kahle Egypt. So athi ugogo, yazi ube waye Egypt now. Ngangi-applyele-ke as my second choice Egypt. So just I was interested after ukubonela ukuthi ngikwazile ukuba i-tutor, so I was like, I could do teaching, I could teach, so maybe ngeke uzobe intembu, but then angithandi. That was the problem. Angithandi. So I had to, mangifika lapha vele wasekushiwo ukuthi sekugcwele iJude ngesakwazi ukungena khona. Ngayingalo ntuzake. Funding, ngingena emaklasini, ngihambe ngingena emaklasi, angazi nanokuthi kukhethwa kanjani, akekho umuntu who was there to monitor. So ngelinye ilanga ngisaqhamuka sidose sami, that's when I met my friend. Yeah. Sambuza wathi hayi thina siye la, wasihambisa-ke ngasikhombisa labo sisi basiza ngantshela ukuthi fanele ukhethe kanje hamba lo nto uzowayenza online lo nto. First of all, angiyazi computer. Kade singafundi phela computer thina. Thina into esazi besikubhalelwe ebhodini and you have to write it down. Imagine fanele ngibhale assignment angazi even ama-letters on the computer. Ukuthi akiphi. Yo guys, I cried ngenze i-assignment yami yokuqala. I cried. So ngacela ukuthi uMrs. Sangisize, and she was like, okay, I'm going to help you, but I have to attend class. So actually ngayihambisa late leyo assignment ngoba ngangisafuna even letters on the computer and learn lapha esikoleni. And then kwahamba isikhathi, and the second semester, okay, ngase ngizazi ezinye izinto ngale ngizenze. Right, so kwasengasafani, and we continue to be friends up until today. Even though since I entered psychology, but she was very helpful. And ide inkinga kakhulu yonke into sithothekile i-cloud nje sisukile e-transport. Khona la engafika late kwidonto zayayithorism. Mangifika ngayo ema-ofisini akhona ngafica Dr. Cele. Yo, lowa mama ngicabanga. So mangimbuza hayi aphendule indlela yakhe ubona hlethi yabona ke she was not in the mood. Yes, she wasn't in the mood. So I was like, okay, angisizi ngalutho, I have to move. Thola usizo elsewhere. Mangifika kule lecture Dr. Ahmed, she is worse than her. I was like, Osiyam Suklam Naman Lali West Suklam that day. I cried. I put my genas and I tell it and I get to go so like no, I just had it. Gagisi ya go to the foot to be the one second can't say nobody to take care. You can't tell anything inside. So what you know goes over right. So she was my support system at school and the kaya. I get all the supports but they were not affording. So that was my first year. Yeah, it was hard.
I remember on my first day, on our first test, we tourism. The first test we tourism, I'm gonna reach this one now. Get figure like so bad that day. So bad that day, then yes, what is a bad. So submit an assignment. Friends submit, right? Suddenly, looking at my references, no, the meaning is in stress. About a parts submitted, okay, it's fine. So, Saturday, again, Jala, Mom, one of them, I will say. But, oh, there was a spinal flange. So, spinal flange is a apology. What's a spinal flange? Spalaxas. How? Okay, I should have been pump and seal, did the alcohol from the alcohol, whatever, and relax. Then come back, it's when I'm to Bapume as you go bad, like a student. I'm like, you like in Funde, everything he has what he everything is covered. No, you see, but it's go bad, I was able to palile, I'm like you. So, the woman, she took to Sunday, this is getting on to business and to the Papa humanities. If it's Mimbo's, if it's Mills and Jamaji, that's how relax. Because in the ballet, is to cool down and relax. One get a local then. Even if you fail a much, you fail, whatever one's just cool down, one gale, then you believe it. Because the more was fire the pressure, the more one is stressed, and the more as easy doesn't get the call. Because that relax, then doesn't not get the water like. But happens going bad. Okay, balance was it date from everything sorted. You know, you listen to everyone.
Yes.
You listen to everyone most of the city. Like you listen to that person because we know value. Yeah. 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 The question this is more personally. I guess you're dating, I don't know. I don't know. But I want your point of view, Kule Uti. Most of our sisters are exposed into a lot of things. Ngiyabona abafowethu, but most of our sisters are exposed into a lot of things because of ekhaya la kusuka khona. They are struggling support financially. Yeah, so uzibone yedwa endapha enza lezi zinto azenzayo, whatever. Kule case for our sisters, ngiyakubona ukudate in a real thing, but kule case yokuthi I'm dating for some cash, I'm dating for some food. Is it a reliable thing? They can rely on that for that time, or akusinto ongakwazi ukurelaya kuyo, because maybe ingaba nama-consequences angemahle. Angazi, but maybe you've been there, or maybe you've saw it from your friends or from whatever people you know. What is the point, Leo? Dating for some cash and dating for some food because of ekhaya bakwazi support them financially. Yeah.
Angeke ngiphawule kakhulu on that. But mina ekhaya, as much as besinga-afford izinto ey'ningi or wenza izinto ey'ningi, they were there. Guys, angifuni ngamamanga, bangisizile, they helped me, bangithwalile in every way. But to date for food and money, whatever, I don't think mina ukuthi kuyasiza. Like, actually, what you're asking ukuthi, who right, who wrong, yini kuba ne-bliss.
I was going to put it like that way, but yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Angazi ngibe nalo, futhi angiboni ngizoba nalo in any way. So, but some families, guys, singakhohlwa ukuthi asifani emakhaya ethu. And if you make choices, ubona ukuthi alungele wena, you can angizwa nayo, actually, like, it's a no-no. You bless. But sisuke singazazi izathu ezizazimlidele ukuthi enzeke. So mina ngaba ukuthi yes, ekhaya uma bedayisa, so bengibamba kuleyo mali. Mawukuthi uthola i-profit ngihambe lapho ukuze azokwazi uku-order futhi. But omunye akanayo ngisho lowo mama ozokwenza nomunye. You know?
And there's no one.
Yeah. So if kuwukuthi yena lokho kumsebenzelile, it's fine. Bakhona abantu abafundiswa ama-bless and they're succeeding. But akuyona into yonke umuntu. You guys, we have to face it. It's not for everyone. So kuba kuwena ukuthi what do you think is right for you? Gee, it's just that. And dating, yo guys, I won't date while in varsity. It's stress physical, telling you. Because a relationship needs time. Needs you to be there physically, emotionally, in every way. It's draining to be in a relationship while in varsity as well. I'm not saying you go wrong with date. We date for different purposes.
Yeah.
But don't mix the two. That's what she always say. Angeke ukwenze kokubili ngentombi. Fanele kube khona okusalayo and isikhathi esiningi kusala isikole. Which is wrong because into sokuphumelela endlini isikole. So dating, you guys, phathisana ngekhanda. And some people that are so demanding in relationships. Yes. I demand can we do this? While on a club you have a test or you have an assignment, you have things to do, you can't, but yeah, they have in time management. If you can do it. But most of the time not to any pressure is unnecessary.
Okay. Okay, thank you. My last question is, are you, okay, it's a question, it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no, and it's it's yes or no, please. No, like no explanation or nothing. No, nothing. Smoking or drinking?
No. None.
Nine.
None.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Broke boyfriend or blesser?
I don't have a blesser, so it's a boyfriend. A bro.
Wow. Okay. The last one. Which varsity or funugia before Tatui Howard? Like, oh, fully popular, like, or you just want to be in any?
Actually, I was clueless because we went to start. So, now my secret scholar based on I'll just go for it.
Okay. This is Varsity Thetha, guys. We're just talking. We haven't like it's a normal conversation about the hardships that we face in varsity. Thank you, Anele, for being here today. Talking about the things we go through. And thank you. Thanks a lot. It means a lot. And yeah, yeah.
Thanks for having me. It's quite an experience. I enjoyed. I thought it was going to be hard. I don't want to lie. I thought it was going to be hard. But thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. It means a lot. Salute, guys. Please subscribe, share, like. Thank you. Shop.